Gigi is right back at it to talk to you guys about Love and Hip Hop Miami. So Miami, we back for another season, and it's looking like it's going to be kind of around the epicenter of 3 people. Maybe it's looking like either Trina, Amara, and Joseline are kind of going to be like the main people. It's going to be surrounding, trickled in with a little bit of Trick and a couple of, like, I guess the new people who come in this season. But Miss Puerto Rican Princess, she didn't come on this episode, but it's looking like she's gonna be episode 2. But as far as, you know, we go today, I mean, it gave a sprinkle of what everybody's dealing with. A lot of Amara and JoJo mess, which we're going to get into. But before we do, hit that subscribe button. If you haven't already, you know what to do. Hit that button, bloop, down that corner, either one. You know how it goes. And like I said in my past videos, if we can get your girl to 1K by the end of this week, I'm going to be doing a special giveaway for one of my supporters who've been there, you know, for my day one, go stay one. You know, just as a form of appreciation, okay? So, like, click, share this video, get your girl to 100,000. Oh, I hope we get there eventually, but 1,000 subscribers by the end of this week, okay? So, Love and Hip Hop New York. So, we basically start off with seeing all of Miami. We see, unfortunately, Trina had lost her mom to cancer. She kind of kept it more on the private side. Only people close to her knew about what was going on. But it was a very beautiful service. They had, I guess, like a pretty coral color. Because I think Trina said in the past, like, her mom was really vibrant, really into colors. So that's what she wore for her. And it was beautiful. Just really sad to see her, you know, go through a loss like that. And this season, she's going to do a lot of grieving, you know, in regards to that. But it was a very sweet service. And, you know, we can just only wish her and her family, you know, well after that. But after that, we see, speaking of family, Amara got her little family kind of starting. She bought a new house, her her and her mama moving on up. But she got a new man. She got a piece of chocolate that actually is Shay, aka Bucky's brother, named MJ. The way they spell his name is quite interesting. I've never seen MJ like spelled like that. It's kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. But you know, she's talking to her mama, and out of nowhere, this nigga come walking in with a towel, with just a towel on. If you don't get your rude, disrespectful ass back upstairs and put some clothes on, I couldn't imagine if I was at home and my nigga came walking downstairs in just a towel and my mama was in the kitchen, mama or daddy, like, just so rude. Act like you got some home training. But she killed me talking about, oh, you know, they've been friends a little bit, just bad timing. But when they got back together, they just clicked, and after a few months, he moved back in. I mean, he moved into her place. Now, when I feel like, you know, niggas moving with females after only a couple of months, it can only mean a couple of things. Like, 1, he either broke, 2, he either broke, or 3, he broke and got bad credit. Like, it's one of them options. You know, he might be hiding something from Amara, but he's kissing her and stuff in front of the mama. She like, nigga, go put some clothes on. Like, what if that towel fell? Have your ding-a-ling swinging everywhere in front of, you know, Miss La Negra. You can't do that stuff at people's homes. So Amara goes and, like, checks him in the room. Like, why would you do that in front of my mama? He's like, man, you know, my bad, whatever. It's like, it's my house. So then he started talking about, you know, obviously her career. Amara's kind of at that standstill spot where a lot of these artists on Love and Hip Hop get. They kind of get, like, a little bit of traction, but they hit that plateau, and that's where Amara is at. And, you know, her and this, you know, manager Julian, who we actually know is Trina's ex manager, is the one, you know, helping Amara at the moment. Now she's got this new single. I heard it. It's pretty decent. Like, it's a good little radio bop. If she can get some traction on it, I think that would definitely be, you know, the hit that can take her to a little bit of a next level. But, you know, she's saying she has to do a lot of promo with, you know, Julian and stuff like that, so she can get, you know, her career back popping a little bit. But we learned later on in the episode, bitch, you might not be able to trust Julian, okay? So we see Trick Daddy. Trick old, you know, old self. Boy, I tell you, he just looked like a piece of burnt sausage. He got a new girl. Her name Nikki Natural. Is she natural? I don't know. She from Miami, so I mean, there's at least 20-30% of plastic in her somewhere. But she come downstairs and, you know, eating his food and stuff. She look hella young. He's like, you know, I got a young girl, keep me young at heart, make me feel I can live, you know, a long time. Okay, whatever. And he's talking about she a rapper too. Like that's a coincidence. So he's like, you know, even if I wasn't with her, her music's pretty good too. So this obviously is kind of a mutual beneficial situation for both of them. Let's just keep it real. But Trick Daddy can cook though. I do know that. Everybody be talking about Trick Daddy's food. So, you know, I got a stepmom who got a house in Florida, so maybe next time I go to Florida, we have to stop by Sundays. So nonetheless, he's talking about how, you know, he's opening up Sundays, the restaurant, and she talks about, oh, well, is Joy coming? Every time somebody mentions the name Joy, like, Trick's guard just goes straight up. And he like, why you mention her? Don't do that. She's like, well, I'm just trying to make sure you dead the situation. He's like, well, maybe I'm about to dead you, but that junk hurt me. That fool is stupid. But it's the day of his, you know, little opening and stuff. Everybody's showing up. Amara Nigger comes with MJ. We see, goddamn, the ex-assistant to Trina is now working in the kitchen, you know, next to Trick. He's like, he needed a job, so I gave him a job somewhere to work, you know. I was like, boy, you done left Trina and went back to them fast food, boy. Trina, I tell you, you can't cross Trina, okay? You will not make it after that. He talking about, they showed the flashback. He talking about, see you at the top, okay? See you at the top of this kitchen list. Who want order up? Who want a rack of fried ribs? That's basically what this nigga doing now. So everybody's sitting and eating. Amara, Bobby, extra ass show up. He probably already drunk. Like, am I tripping? Or he's just so extra all the time. Like, Bobby, you always on 10. I'm gonna need you to bring it down to a good 3 or 4, okay? But him and Amara are cool because, you know, he kind of realized he was only beefing with her because of JoJo. And now that her and JoJo ain't cool no more, he kind of feels like he sees a different side. Now, Shay is there with her brother, like MJ's there too. And she's talking about how, you know, she can't stand Angry Bird. Y'all, she calls her Angry Bird, and y'all, low-key, she does look like an Angry Bird. Like, the shit is hilarious. She really kind of do. But Bobby's like, Amari, like, you know you miss her. She's like, you know, I do, you know, still have love for her because I used to be sister. Like, way before the show, these girls really were friends. But Shay ain't having it. She's like, girl, if you make up with her, like, we ain't doing that, sister. Because now that they're close and stuff, especially that she's dating her brother, like, she can't do that. Bucky is still pissed off, obviously, about what JoJo did, kind of befriending her and then ghosting her to go, you know, hang out with Plies, which ended up backfiring on her because he dumped her fast in a bad habit. Like, he hit it and quit it real quick, and now JoJo, you look stupid. So then Joy comes, and Joy and Shay, they're cool. They kind of do like the hey girl. They're not fighting no more because Trina sat them bitches down and made them squash the beef because it was super petty. So at least they're good around each other. But you know, they start conversating, and they're like, "Do she know about Trick new girl? Like, she gonna be here and stuff, woo de woo." And obviously Joy don't know about it. So they sit Joy down, and they're like, "Do you know about his new girl?" And she's like, "Look, y'all, I don't care. Like, at least he got somebody occupying his time, so that nigga can quit, you know, stop worrying about me." But the girl gets there. I think, what's the other character that her name? Prima Donna, I think that is. Yeah, Prima Donna comes, and they're all talking about this new girl and stuff, and she ends up, you know, walking in with her little white sequin outfit on. She's talking to Trick. He's like, "Look, you got to talk to everybody because if you're going to be, you know, with me, you're going to have to be, you know, friends with the whole fam." So she walks over there and everybody calls her over there. And they're like, "Hey," you know, Bobby says hi first, of course, with his old messy behind. And she sits down and immediately he gets to, "Hey, have you met Trick's wife?" And she's like, "Nigga, can she sit down first?" And Joyce in there, boy, she's smacking on that food. She do not care. She's giving it like pain and dust. Because at one point she just got up and they were like, Shay was like, "Well, how do you feel about him still being married?" She's like, "Well, you know, I don't like it, but you know, I still haven't had sex with him because, you know, I'm a Christian." Girl, Christian, let's slang that a little bit. You a Christian, okay? You a girl who read the Bible, but you ain't necessarily that holy, okay? Ain't no way you would Trick. Because Trick to he barely got patience for her little celibacy or whatever that she doing. But that don't mean you ain't doing nothing else. Okay? So, she talking you know, she doesn't like it. But, you know, eventually they're just going to have to just squash it. Okay? But everybody was being super messy. They called Trick over there. Whatever that dude's name, Alvin, talking "I still think you in love with Joy because all the girls you date after her look just like her." Boy, they was doing the most. And Trick is so annoyed because he's like, "Damn, can I have some peace? Can y'all get out of my business?" This man, Joy and Trick still love each other. They love the fact that they might not have each other, but nobody else is gonna have them situation. And Trick even said that in his confessional. You know, I might not, you know, be in love with Joy no more, but I can't let her go type stuff. He doesn't want to see her happy with nobody else. Like, Joy obviously has an effect on him. So we see JoJo, her little segment, she is back. She's talking about how she's sorry about how things ended last year with Amara. You know, she lost her shop, lost her man. She tried to blame it on some voodoo type shit. Like, girl, you type of them spoiled rich kids who, when shit starts going wrong, they look for anybody to blame. And you looked for Amara, your best friend of all people, to blame for why your life was blowing up. It wasn't your dirty actions, your scheming actions, your slimy actions. It wasn't none of that. Like, girl. But she luckily got some type of collaboration with Hilfiger. So Bobby comes, he congratulates her and gets right to the messiness, talking about, well, let's talk about it. You know, Amara, what's going on with her? So she's like, well, you know, I miss Amara. I love her. We said some bad things, but I'm ready to clear the air between us too. And JoJo got invited to Amara's little showcase or like single release party. So she's thinking about going so, you know, they can finally try and dead the situation, because they, even though they're not friends, they're just trying not to have hate for each other, which is understandable. So we see a little scene where Trina, she's in the studio. She's kind of, you know, grieving, mourning the loss of her mother, and Joy stops by. And, you know, she's just trying to talk it out with her. She obviously has a lot to get over. And then on top of that, she got to deal with Julian. We got to talk about this little slimy nigga, Julian. He stole $300,000 from her. Woo! Had that been me, nigga would have been got it. Like, you gonna have all the smoke with me. So Trina is explaining that she gave him an advance to pay for all of the work that was done on her album that she'd been working so hard on anyways, because it was already late. So apparently he pocketed that money to go help his other artists on his label. So then producers started hitting her up like, cease and desist, because bitch, where the money at, where the cash at, all about my Benjamins type stuff. And they pulled her whole album off the internet. Like, had that been me, oh, you would have been found immediately. But she talking about like, you know, I'm gonna get paid. He gonna go to jail, but I'm gonna get paid first. And she's feeling like he definitely took advantage of the fact that she was, you know, already occupied with the things going on with her mother. Her mind just wasn't constantly on music, the bills, double checking everything. He definitely for sure took advantage, you know, of that situation. What else happened in this episode? I think this is Amara does her single release party. Yeah, it's the day of Amara's single release party. Trina actually ends up going. She wants to get out of the house a little bit. Everybody shows up to support her. Now, Shay and Bobby are sitting down. Here go Bobby with the messy stuff. Well, because Shay's like, you know, I just wanted to be positive for Amara, and, you know, no trouble. He's like, well, do you know JoJo's coming? And it's like, nigga, did you even drink yet? Like, are you just messy sober all the time? Or do you like, it's always, you know, messy o'clock for Bobby. He stirred a pot like nobody else. But she like, oh, JoJo coming? Amara didn't tell her, so now she clueless. Now that her and Shay are close, aka Bucky, you know, obviously through her dating her brother, like, there is a little bit of loyalty that's owed to her. So if I was Shay and, you know, bitch, I don't like this coming, just give me the heads up. You know, I can appreciate that part. But Shay is doing the mostest, talking about how dare she do that? She invited this bitch. You know, why would she put me in this situation in a room for somebody that I don't like and stuff like that? If you don't like her, walk your ass across the room, Bucky. Like, this ain't Flavor of Love. Like, you not stuck with her in a room. Like, take your ass across the club and support your friend. Like, you need to realize, granted, you and Amara are close. Amara and JoJo were friends long before you and her, long before the show. So that relationship is totally separate from the issue that you have with JoJo. And she's like, I'm tired of being loyal to bitches who ain't as loyal as me. Like, she's crying and stuff. And she's like, why didn't you tell me? And Amara's like, for this reaction right here, like, why am I going to tell you for you to do this stuff right here? And the brother's trying to get in to try and calm her down and stuff. But she's like, don't get involved, brother, because like, you're going to be in a situation where you have to choose between your family and your girl. So now Bobby's consoling Shay because she over there crying to my, you invited the devil over here. I can't stand that Angry Bird looking ass bitch. When she caught y'all Angry Bird, like, that junk is spot on. But, you know, Shay, you're doing the most right now. I'm gonna need you to grow up. And then you got the nerve to be like, oh, if them two bitches make up, she gonna wish she never met me. So then what you gonna do now? You gonna be so immature as to what? Slash her tires? You gonna TP her house? Like, are you gonna be that immature, Bucky? No, stop it. Grow up. But, so now Amara's like, I don't have time for this. Like, it's my party. I ain't trying to stress out. She, you know, is calling for everybody. She's like, oh, where's Julian? Where's Julian? And Joy hears that name. She's like, man, fuck Julian. Fuck that man. Like, we don't mess with Julian. So she's like, am I missing something? Bobby's like, yeah, girl, you missing a whole chunk. So Bobby fills her in on, Julian stealing the money from Trina. And Amara has a hard time accepting it because she's like, man, Julian's been with me through I was homeless. Like, is he really doing all this mess? Like, he's been the one person supporting me. So Julian actually is across the room now. And so Amara gets on stage. She performs her song. The song, I think, is really catchy. Nice little reggaeton beat. And I think it's a good radio bop for sure. Everybody loves her song. They're dancing and stuff. After she gets done performing, Julian's over there, and Bobby is talking to Trina, checking on her. He's like, look, I'm gonna give you a heads up. Like, Julian's here, and Trina sees him. Trick is over there by her. Trina's like, man, just say the word. I'll knock them up out. Just say one word. I'll knock him out. Boy, you try to knock him out. Trick, you too old for this. You're gonna slip a disc. Quit playing. Have one of your homeboys do it. Shoot. But she's like, no, I don't want to mess up Amara's, event. Like, I'm not gonna do that right now. So JoJo, I forgot to talk about JoJo showing up with her man to apologize. Big Larry. Boy, Big Larry where? He's short, Big Larry where? We're just gonna leave it at that. So JoJo comes and Amara's talking about, I had second thoughts, and after watching everything you said and, realizing you had all this opportunity to talk to me, I changed my mind. I don't think I want to be friends with you no more. And I think 50% of it is she really is, feeling the type of way about her kind of waiting till the cameras come, as she said, because she's like, you're only apologizing to me now when they show up, and she was pointing at the cameras. And 50% of it is too, like, she doesn't want to piss off Shay no more, because when JoJo showed up, Shay, she busted out of there. She split real fast. Which is mature. Luckily, she didn't stay and turn up the whole thing, like being a mess, making a whole all flavor love type, drama. At least she was mature enough to take her ass home. But JoJo starts crying. She's like, okay, if that's what it's gonna be, and she's crying. She take her little Larry and puts him in her purse, and they walk out and leave. Now she pulled up in a Lamborghini. If your shop closed, how you got money to pay for a Lamborghini? Acquiring minds want to know that, JoJo. Because, I thought you caught up from your daddy because you took your mama's side in the divorce. So, how you affording a Lamborghini? Okay. So, I think the episode actually ends with, after Amara performing, y'all, when Joy was messing with Trick, talking about when you want this old thing back, that's the type of energy, like, you see, they still care about each other. Joy, you like, flirting with Trick because that gets under his skin, and Trick just loves seeing Joy. Like, he's not gonna let that bitch go. Unfortunately, like, Joy, you might be stuck with this nigga forever. In the famous words of Cardi B, talking about forever. So Trick is, talking to Trina like, I'll knock that motherfucking, Julian out. But Trina's like, nah, don't do it. But here go Bobby and his extra ass talking about, no, we gonna handle Julian. He owe you $300,000, and I'm gonna get it from you. Or we gonna get it from him. And that's where the episode ends. And we see a little montage of, Joseline. Hold on. Fix camera. All right. And then we see like a little montage of Joseline coming in and, basically tearing up all the MIA. So that was the episode. It was the very first episode. It gave me just a little bit, just a little tidbit, a little taste, a little something. But this season for sure looks like it's going to be a lot, though, especially if Bucky keep acting the way she got dang do. We can always look for Joseline for drama. That's just what it is. So drop down in the comments. Tell me how you think this season's going to go. Are you excited to see Joseline? Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and oh, hey, by the way, follow your girl on Twitter at gg.0321, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. Deuces.